Hello from Mexico and welcome back to our channel and back to Vlogmas. So today marks 9 years since we moved our family to Mexico after my husband's deportation from the United States. And each year on this day on our channel, I make a video and I reflect back on all of our years here in Mexico. But this year, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to show you guys some unseen footage from the interview that CNN did here during our Friendsgiving. And I'll get into a little bit more detail as to why I wanted to do it that way. But if you like what you're watching, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. You can turn on the bell for notifications so you never miss a video. And if you love the video, you can also hype it. With all of that being said, I hope that you're enjoying Vlogmas. And let's talk about living here in Mexico for 9 years since the deportation of my husband from the United States. Let's go. Dinner check. Yeah, I got you. Okay. So, today on the menu, we have turkey, ham, mashed potatoes and gravy, stovetop stuffing, which is a tradition that is very important to Diego, our oldest son. We have green bean casserole, macaroni and cheese, green salad, cranberry sauce, rolls, and a bunch of dessert, pies, pumpkin pie, pecan pie, cranberry sauce, and I think I covered all of it.
It's incredible. I know my grandmother sent me a text this morning saying she missed us, having us all there, and I know Candace misses being there, but it was important to Fidel too, because as we were older, Fidel would come to my grandmother's house, and he was a part of these foods and these rolls and the pumpkin pie and the things that Fidel loves about Friendsgiving as well. So it's really cool to have all of our families together, and also that Candace does all of the traditional foods that my grandmother would be proud of. I'm so excited for my grandmother to see like her videos of today and how Candace is pulling it all off.
Mi nombre es Pablo Grande García, tengo 64 años y ahorita estoy de vacaciones. Nos tuvimos que ir por situaciones de trabajo, ¿sí? Pasamos una situación un poquito complicada en lo personal y mi opción fue que me tuve que ir para Estados Unidos a probar fortuna como tantos mexicanos o tantos emigrantes de cualquier nacionalidad que dejan su tierra para ir a buscar un sueño que es un sueño y seguir haciendo un sueño porque no se llega a cabo. Y fue una experiencia muy bonita en todos los aspectos, ¿sí? En laboral, ¿sí? Se encuentra uno de todo, ¿sí? Gente amable, nos abrigan, nos acogen mucho al americano por la fuerza de trabajo que somos todos los latinos.
So Beth, could you please tell us a little about your story? How long ago did you got here in Mexico?
Yeah, I've been in Oaxaca for 9 years now. And we came to Oaxaca because my husband went to Ciudad Juarez for his interview, and unfortunately he was denied, and he tried to go back to the U.S. so my family wouldn't have to move to Mexico, but he was deported, and I moved our family to Oaxaca so we could stay together.
Has it been easy to adapt to Mexico for you?
For the most part, yeah. There's things like I miss that's been hard, like family, special holidays or events that I miss. But for the most part, I have my husband's family is amazing. And so with their support, it's been a lot easier to adapt to Mexico. Being here with Candace and her family, yeah, it definitely helps because we're around other family that are similar to ours. And even though I can't be with my family, Candace and her family are definitely a family to us as well.
I didn't know that she had been there for 15 years.
I think that's what she said.
She's so nice.
Very first question.
Okay.
My very first question is, for how long have you been doing this Friendsgiving celebration?
So we have been on social media for 6 years, and we've been doing this basically for 6 years. I think we had, last year we didn't do it because my We had a newborn last year. He was about 3 weeks, so we didn't do it last year. But every year, other than that, we've done it, I believe. I think for us, it's a day that we all get together and, oh man, and we get a chance to feel like we're all with family, and we're all just really grateful for the lives that we have here, right? So even though we left our old lives behind, we're just really grateful for the lives and the families that we've created here.
Because Fidel was deported right around the same time as my wedding. And so to have Candace and Diego at my wedding and not Fidel was really hard, and just to see what they were all going through was rough. So like for her to land and for them to be together, it was just like we're in a place where they felt safe. It was relief, a lot of relief. Yeah.
The sweet potatoes?
Do you have like an advice or a kind of a message for them to deal with these difficult times?
I would say, at first it can be a little bit, you're learning a new culture, new traditions. So at first it can be maybe a little overwhelming, but if you stick with it, it's really rewarding. I now have a very large community of people that are very supportive. We're the community where I live. They're very, very supportive. So I would just say stick with it. And it's the life here, I think, is so much more relaxing and rewarding. And amazing, especially after everything that we've been through. For me, it's hard to have, my family not close, because I have nieces and nephews, and of course I'd love to be able to spend on both my husband's side and my side, and I'd love to be able to spend more time with them. But I mean, we have a very good life here, so.
We all get to be one big family, and we're watching each other's kids grow up, and I think we never want anybody to be in any of our family situations. We don't ever want anybody to go through it. We don't want anybody's kids to go through it, but it is comforting and nice to have each other, knowing that we all can understand each other, and our kids can kind of understand, they're with kids that have been through similar things as them, and I think that for us is a form of healing.
I'd like to know how people is treating you here in Mexico. Like, how do you feel here?
I feel happy here. Like I said, I have an amazing, amazing community here. Everybody is really, really nice to me, and I love the community that I live in because they pretty much all adopted me in at a time where I was having a lot of problems, like with my country. My husband couldn't go back. My community was like, it's all right, we have you, and they started teaching me their traditions, their ways of life. So it was really nice to have that community, or to have that community.
And how often do you visit USA?
I don't visit the USA very often because it can be very, very expensive, and I have 4 kids, and so I don't get to visit very often. However, my family usually comes once a year to visit me. So I did go about a month ago, but I had a family emergency. But for the most part, I don't get to visit very often.
Ay, tranquila.
Ready?
Are you nervous? Don't be nervous. Yes. All right. Hello from Mexico. Oh, you forgot your line already.
I'm nervous.
Hello from Mexico.
Let's do a dinner check.
Thanksgiving style. Let me show you what's on the menu.
All right, let's go. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
we have
wow.
fruit cocktail.
Amazing.
Turkey.
Look at that, man.
We have sweet potato casserole.
Oh, no way, Jose.
Oh, and
man, look at me. Look at me. I cannot eat anymore.
Okay, we have...
Hardly waiting for it to have in a couple of hours.
For me, it's the sweet potato casserole. Oh, I did miss one. Sweet potato casserole. But that's always my favorite, which is why Puebla works so well for me, because camote is traditional here. So, yeah. But it's definitely the sweet potato casserole. I think if you ask everybody else, it'll be the green bean casserole. That's usually the most popular dish.
So your meaningful dish for you from your childhood that maybe today you are going to have?
Most meaningful dish would be maybe I would say mashed potatoes, and I know it sounds silly, but it's because my grandma and my grandpa always requested that I bring the mashed potatoes every year to our dinner at their house.
For us, it's always about taking time to remember exactly what you're grateful for, what you're thankful for, and that I think every year since I can remember has always been being grateful that you have your family around you. And for our families, a lot of us are a country away from them, right? Parts of them. So today's a good reminder, and it gives us a chance to feel that and feel that closeness with people that we're now family with. You gonna have turkey or ham? Hold on. Let me grab a knife.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
You're the first one to eat it, so you get to carve it. Congratulations.
Is there someone who cuts pollo here?
I don't think so. Okay, so as I said in the beginning, I have some unseen footage from the CNN interview that happened during our Friendsgiving here, where we had a few different families who are in similar situations to ours visiting us and having a traditional dinner at our new home build. This was the first dinner that we had at our home build, the first time I had cooked there. So it was just a special day all around. Unfortunately, when they do interviews, they only have a limited amount of time and they don't get to include everything. But Jose was generous enough to give me access to all of the footage that they took from that day, or at least that he took from that day. And when I was going through it, I found Beth's interview. And some of you may already know Beth, La Mamá de los Güeros. I'm going to put her handle up here, but also tag her in the description below. Now, Beth and I have been friends and our families have known each other for, I think, about 5 years now. And, but Beth has also been living here for 9 years. So Beth has been here for 9 years. And, every time that this anniversary comes around, it comes with a lot of different kind of feelings and emotions. And I know that I've talked to you guys about that in previous vlogs, but, I feel like this move will always kind of have a little bit of mourning our old life and what we thought our life was going to be in the United States while still embracing and loving our life here in Mexico. And this is something that Beth and I have actually discussed in length each time each one of us has this particular anniversary. It is a hard day. Like I said, it's just filled with a lot of emotions. It brings kind of to the surface everything that we went through as families, initially during the deportation and during the time that we were fighting in the US. And, for us, it just always ends up kind of being a hard day. But, there were some things in Beth's interview that I was really, really sad didn't make it to the TV version of the story. She was in the written article of the story, and you can find both of those in the community of our channel. But her recorded interview didn't make it on there. But there were some things in there that I just feel like all of these stories are so, so important. And I think that if I have the opportunity to help others hear amazing stories and beautiful stories and meet these incredible families, then I want to be a part of that as well. And I want to use our channel to do that as well. My hope is that you will go and show Beth, because I don't think anybody else in the interviews, I know that Anne's suegro was there. He was on the TV version. I think there might be some pieces of his interview as well. But he's not on social media. But my hope is that you will help me kind of reflect and in a way celebrate our 9 years here in Mexico, because that was the start of really what has become a beautiful and fulfilling life for our family. And you'll help me celebrate that by also learning about another beautiful family and their beautiful story. 9 years that we have lived in Mexico. And what you see on our channel is the last 6 years of what we've been working very, very hard to build here for our family. And it wasn't easy by any means. I think a lot of people see it now and didn't get to see the parts in the beginning, especially because there were 3 years where we weren't sharing on social media. This fly wants to be part of the vlog as well. He's a paid actor, don't worry. But you guys, you guys unfortunately didn't get to see the first 3 years of it, but I don't think that our life is always rainbows and butterflies. That's not a reality, right? We're human beings and we're living a very normal life where things happen and it's stressful and that. But I think every time that I reflect back when this anniversary comes around, I think about the fact that no matter what happens now, it really, in my mind, isn't comparable to what our family has already been through. And I think that that helps me and Fidel and our boys all stay positive. And I think it gives us a different perspective on the world around us and our life now. But like I said, this day is full of emotions, but I will forever be grateful to Mexico for giving us a place where all of our family can be together. And I am grateful to all of you for being here so that I can show you the version of Mexico that we know and that we love, which is a beautiful version, rich in culture and community and people. And it's just nothing like I ever thought that it was. And I think that that version of Mexico definitely gets it deserves to be seen. So with all of that being said, 9 years in Mexico, happy anniversary to us, I guess, if that's what we're referring to it as. And I hope that you guys are here to see all of the years to come. So as always, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that you're enjoying Vlogmas, and we'll see you on the next vlog. Bye guys.